Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
We're going to head out to Lithuania.
Okay.
Via Denmark.
I knew I should have made that left turn at Albuquerque.
No, I got an email from Frederick, a listener in Denmark.
Wow.
They have the internet over there too, so it's cool. I could to stand in my closet talking to the microphone and talk to people all over the world.
It's amazing.
Wacky. This internet thing might catch on. Anyway, he got an email from Frederick who said, "I've got this Lithuanian Farmhouse yeast. Would you like some?" And I said, "Yes, please. I would." So this is the, if you look it up, it's the Simonitis, I think, Simonitis strain of this farmhouse yeast. And if you look it up online, it is grouped on the, I think the Milk the Funk wiki, it's grouped under the Kveik yeast, which is like a Scandinavian yeast, but Lithuania is not in Scandinavia.
It's close.
But it's on the same page.
Yeah.
Anyway. So it's this yeast that's going around, and and usually you want to get that treated.
Yeah,
but
you got a salve for that.
in this case, I brewed with it. But it is a. Frederick said that this yeast likes to be brewed hot. And I read online that there's a lactic component, and I don't know if there was a lactic component at the beginning, at the Simonitis farm or not, but there is now.
Right.
So to let the lactobacillus express itself, you want to put very low hop amounts in there, because hops, some lactobacillus strains are affected by hopping, by alpha acids, and so they don't want to work. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I followed Frederick's advice on this recipe, and we'll wait till after we show the footage to open.
Okay.
Okay. So I started with 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms of German Pilsner malt, 1 pound or 450 grams of tin Lovibond Munich. I mashed 150 degrees for a little over an hour, 65 C. And I put 1 ounce or 28 grams of UK Fuggle at 5% alpha acid in the mash.
Okay.
And I didn't boil. I brought the beer up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit and held it there, or the wort up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, held it there for 30 minutes to kind of pasteurize the wort. And then I only chilled down to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and I forgot what that is, but 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, I put this in a bucket, and I pitched this Simonitis yeast, and I put it out on my porch when it was 90 degrees in the summertime. Now this sounds crazy.
It just breaks all the rules.
But the yeast loved it, and it went crazy, and in fact, it had such a healthy krausen on it that I collected. I did a top cropping, and I cropped some yeast for another batch that I used it in. Anyway, it fermented after about a week. I tasted it, and it was funky and tart. And I bottled it and primed it in the bottle. And you tasted some of this when it was fairly young, and it was pretty funky. There was some barnyard in there.
Yeah, there was some barnyard in there.
But it was also tart.
Yeah.
But I don't give up on things. So now let's open it up and see where we're at with the. Slow down.
I'm working on it.
You're anxious.
I've got it hung up. There we go.
There we go. Sometimes you got to give it a little twist to let the magnet set. There's a little magnet in there.
Well, it's a pretty beer.
Yeah, pour with vigor to show that it can have a head on it.
How's that?
I got the cookie now.
Oh, I got it. I really got it.
Okay, but watch how quickly this head dissipates. And I think that's the lactobacillus that's in there.
Wow.
The lactobacillus, look, mine's gone.
Jeez. Could be the 3-in-1 oil I wash these glasses with. Cheers.
Okay. Oh,
Good. That's really, really good.
that is a lovely beer. It still has a little bit of the funk on the aroma.
Yeah.
But it's not nearly what it was.
It's more lemony.
It is lemony.
That's really...
It's lemony and it's fruity, and the tartness is. My pH meter's broken, so I can't. I haven't measured the pH, but I think it's like in the mid to lower 3s of pH because it's pretty tart. But it's nice and refreshing.
I like it.
Super cloudy. The head is, I think if I'd added some like oats or some wheat or something, the head might have hung around a little more. But man, I really like this beer.
I think it's terrific. 90-degree fermentation.
Mm-hmm.
No boil.
No boil. Breaking all the rules. Hops in the mash. Using yeast that I got from a guy in Denmark that I've never met. People just sending me stuff in the mail. We're just eating stuff from nowhere.
How can something so wrong be so right?
Not that Denmark is nowhere. That's not what I meant, but it could be from anywhere.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, I'd love to go to Denmark one day. This is a lovely, lovely beer. Now, I attempted to brew a Goza with this yeast strain, and I put a half an ounce of Fuggle and boiled it for 30 minutes and did the same trick, put it on the porch. It didn't sour. So too much hops, and the
It inhibited the lacto.
Yeah, the repitch from that top cropping said, nope,
Wow.
not going to sour that.
Okay.
So
This is very nice. It's a little reminiscent of a Berliner Weiss, though it's not a Berliner Weiss. Kind of reminds me of it. Almost reminds me of a... You can cut that out. Reminds me of like a shandy almost.
yes,
It almost goes to a shandy or a radler.
it's citrusy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
much so that it...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
I like this beer quite a bit.
Me too.
And even though it has no head, so it looks weird, but it's effervescent. Because apparently, more stuff happened inside the bottle, and it's sort of dry, but at the same time, it's got substantial body. I think it's great.
Well, I do too, and it... wow, it just blows me away how beer is such a simple thing, and yet it's not. Well, that's profound. It's just, you did everything that we're told not to ever do.
Yeah.
And
Stuck it out on the hot porch in a bucket.
yeah. And I remember what I was going to say. I had a little senior moment. The first bottle you gave me that I brought home, I tried. I didn't like it.
It's too funky.
It was too funky. I drank about half of it, and it went down. It's just like, nope, can't do this. But I did clean out my cistern. I just use it like Rid-X. So I'm not worried about anything backing up anymore. But this is great.
Yeah.
So that's a lesson in don't give up on the beer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, cheers to Frederick. Thank you very, very, very much. And I shared. He sent several. He sent 4 vials. I shared one with you,
Which I haven't used yet.
so you need to get on
I need
it.
to get after it. Especially while it's still 90 degrees out.
That's right. It's supposed to be cool today. It's why
Yeah.
I wore pants. Second show of the day. All right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Happy brewing.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
Between my fermented pickles and this, I don't need any more probiotics ever.
You got a healthy gut.
I got healthy gut. Lots of it.